Well, Rick, I guess we're almost heading into the dog days of summer, huh?
You got it. In fact, we've had the 90-day forecast out for the past several days, and it is showing below normal precipitation, which is what's always expected in the summertime around here, easy to say, and slightly above normal in the temperature area. Normal temperatures, I've been talking about this, 95 degrees for July, first part of August, means that slightly above, yeah, it could be getting close to that triple-digit kind of mark. And you remember last year? Not quite like last year, but you remember last summer, we had 23 days of 100 degrees or above. 23 days, if you recall that, in July, throughout August as well. And then the first week of September, we had 4 more 100-degree days in September. It made it one of the hottest streaks here in the Boise area for summer records. So it was in the #1 place and should be. Don't want to break it for this year, but just kind of interesting to see the two. Now for tonight, if you're going to be spending some time outside, if you look at Boise right along through here, we have just a few showers that are to our north that are basically breaking up at this particular point. But a shower could drop over just from the north into some of those Boise foothills into Boise, but not so much out west to Nampa, Caldwell, Meridian, some of those spots, not as likely. And if you notice, it's right along the foothills here, starting out toward Emmett and down toward Boise. And it's very difficult for us to detect even by radar because of the height of our foothills, how much showers are back up in there. So I just kind of want to mention that. And then also out here toward Mountain Home, you see a couple of little thunderstorms. They're pretty much breaking up. You've got one down here to the south too. That's just south of Kuna, but it's trying to move north, but it's being pushed a little bit to the south by some of the upper air winds from these storms that are to the north. So likelihood is it's going to stay there. We're right in the middle of the two. That's why we've got the wind, okay? The other thing is the likelihood of staying dry looks pretty good tonight, but just watch out for a chance of some of those showers. If you look at the futurecast and you see these showers here to the north, see how they're starting to push in. This is going to continue into tomorrow as well as the weekend. Then we've got some storms here pretty good south of Stanley. Just so that you know that that's going to be Saturday afternoon, and that could even produce a shower. And we're not looking at a lot though, just some clouds coming in and out. Most of the thunderstorms will be to some of the mountain locations. And when you look at the amounts, I'm going to run this through to Saturday. It doesn't show a whole lot. And just because of the thunderstorm in Mountain Home, there could be about 5/100 of an inch. When you get into Saturday evening, there comes, but it's not a lot. It's not like 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 inch of rain. So our forecast looks this way as we continue into the weekend. 72 degrees for the high temperatures in many areas here for the Magic Valley. Moving into the Central Mountains, got some 70s in the Magic Valley, so Central Mountains will remain with temperatures into the lower 60s. Over here for the Western Mountains, you got some mid to upper 60s in some of those spots. Down here in valley locations, still hot for tomorrow. Temperatures will get up around 80 degrees. See Meridian at 81, and the same thing for Boise with 80 degrees. So at least the mid to the upper 70s are right around 80. As you look at the 7-day forecast, look at this. Tomorrow's 81, Sunday is 82. You see those temperatures for next week are mainly up around 86, then it gets up to 88, 89 degrees, and chance of precipitation is just like tonight. It's there, so we got to tell you about it, but likelihood is you're not going to see much of it. Then in the next 10 days, starts to drop off from those 90-degree temperatures down to some upper 70s, lower 80s again.
Okay.
It's going to come soon enough, those dog days of summer.
Dog days of summer. And if you want to cool down, we're talking hockey, right?